Hey everybody, it's Liz. Today I'm sharing with you a punch needle kit I got from Amazon. Punch needle embroidery is actually one of the crafts I've been getting into lately. I've been trying out a bunch of different things. So I'm going to share with you what comes in the kit, what it looks like to work through it, and how I deal with this. So it's my first time trying it with this kit. I learned a lot, and let me know what y'all think. If y'all got some tips and tricks too, let me know. And now I'm about to switch my camera and go ahead and get started. So this is the Temlum Punch Needle Coaster kit I got from Amazon. And this was my first experience with punch needle. I had been seeing a lot of videos online. It seemed like something I would want to try. And I do really, really like it. So my first experience with it, I just went on Amazon. I was like, you know what? Let me see what they got and I'll try out a kit. So it comes with instructions and like the pattern. It shows you how to thread it. Then on the back, it's got like step-by-step instructions and pictures, which is really helpful. And I feel like the instructions were really good. It was just maybe once I had to like go on YouTube and look up how people were using the needle, because the first time I did it, I threaded it wrong. But it also comes with like multiple patterns for all the different examples on here. It gives you all this different yarn, like these little mini yarn spools, these cute colors. You have little scissors, or they're probably called shears. Uh, but that helps to cut thread and the fabric later. They give you these backings, so it's like felt. So it's for the back of the coaster. Cause like this is one that I finished, and this is the back of it. It's a little messy, y'all. Okay, it was my first one. But that's so that like you could put on the table, it doesn't scratch. It also has this hoop that a lot of times you see in embroidery, but they have this hoop that you use for this too. And then you put your fabric over it to do it. And then it has these sticky backs too for the back of the coaster. So matter of fact, let me show y'all how I work through it. So it comes with a few of them. So one, two, I made two so far. I thought I made three. Maybe I made two. Okay. See, I think it comes with one, two. Oh yeah, it comes with six. So you get a lot in this package. This was my very first one. And so I feel like I was like a little bit more careful. And then this was my second one I kind of did while watching TV. All right, so I'm about to show y'all how I work through one of these. So first, I'm gonna loosen up, or actually just take apart the hoop. So you just twist it to unscrew it, and then it'll loosen. You can take this part out. Now, it might be a different way that other people might do it, especially experienced um, punch needle and embroidery people. But again, this is me getting started with it. Okay, so then you take this part. And watch I do it wrong on camera. Oh yeah, okay. This goes underneath it. So this I did learn how to do the hoop when I took an embroidery class, like a little workshop. So that was nice that I was shown how to do it. So the little one goes behind it, and then the big one goes on top. And you're gonna press it down. Okay, so this snaps. Now you want to make sure this is centered. So you're gonna pull carefully to adjust it. Not too hard because you don't want to break the hoop because it is plastic. So just pull that through. I'm adjusting it. Okay, so y'all about to see my third one I'm making. Okay, and then now it's in a good spot that I want it to be, so I'm gonna tighten up this hoop. Tighten this up. Okay, and then it's still a little loose. I didn't pull it all the way. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. All right, and then tighten it. Okay, there we go. So they say in the instructions like you want it to be tight like a drum. You get that sound, that should be good. All right. So next, let's see what color I want to start with. Uh, I think so for me, I know it says like start with like outlines and then work your way in, but I know that I might struggle with getting this round. Like so far, I'm still working through getting stuff as round as I want it to be. So I'm actually do this small spot first. It's number 4, which is this color. So I'm gonna thread my needle, and they have this little threader in here. So it goes through the top. Okay, so I'm gonna put it through the top. Okay, so this little wire goes through and it makes it easy to get that yarn in there. So then I'm gonna loosen this up. I'm not gonna cut it. I've been keeping mine attached to the spool because I don't know how much I need. And I don't feel like, starting it and then running out. So I'm gonna just have that loose. Then just a little bit. So I don't want it to be like doubled up. Just a little bit. Hold it. Pull it through. There we go. Okay, so we just want like one piece hanging through. Now I'm gonna pull it down a little bit because now we got to get it through this little back hole. Okay, let's see. So now I'm gonna grab my threader again. So this is why I first messed up when I started this, because I threaded it wrong and it like wasn't staying. Like the yarn kept coming out when I was trying to do the punch needle. And so finally I looked up videos and like looked closely at the threading process. In the end, I was like, oh, okay, I see what I did wrong. Okay. All right, now it's threaded. We good. So next I'm gonna move my threader out the way because sometimes I be getting it caught and stuff. So move that out the way. Then stretch out my yarn because one thing you want to make sure you keep the yarn loose. Otherwise it won't like stay in the fabric well. And I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, so we got that through there. Keep this yarn nice and loose. I got a lot of it with a lot of give to it. I'm gonna pull this a little bit shorter. Okay, so then I'm gonna start by going around the edge of this number 4 area. Okay, oops. So they say to hold it like a pencil. And then you're gonna go straight down. So I'm gonna go like, let's see, I'm making sure I hold it from a good angle where y'all can see. Go down. And I've been like putting my finger at the back of it a little bit too as I go through. Because for me, I noticed that I can just go straight in and like it might stay or sometimes not. But sometimes I like to put my finger on the back to kind of hold that a little bit. And you bring it straight up and then space a little bit and go down again. And then bring it up and go down. Bring it up and go down. And they say you always want to hold the pointy part the direction that it's going. So now I just stretched this a little bit too long, but you see how it's like sticking in there? So I'm going to adjust this. I'm gonna pull some of this down because I don't want it that long. And then I'm gonna go again. So now that I got it started, I kind of move my finger out the way so I don't have to really have it behind it. And then you can just punch through. Oops, I'm going too big. Okay. I feel like I'm going too much outside of the circle. But yeah, that's it. This is the best I've done so far. Like before it kept coming out and like I kept restarting it, but now I'm glad it's working out while I'm showing y'all. But yeah, look at that. So I got my yarn coming through my needle and going around and around. I'm just gonna keep going with that. Okay. And then now I'm gonna start going inside to fill this part in. So I'm not gonna cut it. I'm just been coming inside, move over to a new spot a little bit. And then start to go inside. And I kind of just follow like the same circular line I created. So I like to go like right inside of the ring I already made. And then on the back, you'll see what it's starting to look like. So this side is actually going to be like the visible side of it once you make it into a coaster. So the fluffy part is what's going to show. This is actually like the back of it. So that was interesting when I discovered that it's actually the back and not the front. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my hand, make sure I'm going the right direction. And just keep going. And some people, they get really good at this and get fast. One thing I would say, so now I'm not really keeping my finger directly under it. For that first one I did, now I'm kind of got my hand out the way. Because this thing is pointy. It could be, you know, a little sharp. It doesn't, like it'll poke you. It'll hurt a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's not like a needle. But just know that if you got your hand right under it, you could poke yourself. But I feel like this is a nice thing where like you can kind of like look away and do other stuff as you doing it. And like watch some TV, you know, talk to people. I think this is a nice social craft that you could do like with other people. Or like while distracted kind of. Needle felting, you kind of can, but you just got to keep your finger protected. I've been getting into that lately too, but that's like with a straight up sharp needle. And it's been a couple times where I'm trying to sit and talk and then I poke myself. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. All right, so I got my little circle. I'm going to try to like smooth it out because right now it looks flowery. Like it looks like a flower, but to make it more like really good round, I think I'm going to handle that with the background color. So now that I feel like I'm finished with this color, I'm going to take my little shears and I'm going to clip it. So clip it nice and close. You don't have to tie it or nothing, so that part's nice. So then clip this, and that's out the way. So I got my first little spot done. And that's how it's looking on the back. All right, so then now I can start with this section. And so with the rest, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna show y'all again how I do the outline, and then I'm gonna speed it up a little bit so you can really see the process. So then I'm gonna move my little golden color out the way because now I'm done with this color. I don't need it for the rest of this design. And then now I need this like light beige color. So now that I finished with the design, I'm taking it off the hoop so I can start to cut it out. So this is the back of it, and this is what the front looks like. This kit also came with these yellow sticky tabs to go on the back. All right, now I'm trying to cut this out, but I realized my scissors were not sharp enough, so I'm gonna use the little sewing scissors or shears that they gave with this kit. So it's gonna take me a minute, so that's why I'm speeding it up right now. Now that it's cut out, I'm gonna cut little strips into this circle thingy. That's what the instructions told me to do, so I'm about to do that all around. Now that it's cut with the strips, I can remove this yellow backing, and it's gonna be super sticky. And then I am sticking the little strips of fabric to that very sticky part. Some people do this with hot glue, but this kit gave the adhesive with it, so I don't have to use hot glue. But this part, I later realized that I should have folded it over like as far as possible so that it doesn't stick out from the edge. So I'll know that for the next time. This kit also comes with a thick piece of felt that has adhesive on the back of that too. And I'm gonna stick that to the back of the little coaster and then press that down. So this is where I noticed that some of that fabric was sticking out from the side, so I started to cut that down some more. Looking back now, I know to make those pieces as flat as possible, so then I don't have to go back and cut it. But I was also watching TV while I was doing the whole process, so wasn't looking that closely. So here is my finished coaster and the other two that I made. Let me know what y'all think, and if you have tried this kit, let me know your experience with it, or even just any punch needle tips you might want to share. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in my next video.